Okay, I think we are live. So, good morning. As before, totally not planned at all. But I have been thinking, many times I have been thinking about, I just want to give you an insight into my life and live and when it's happening. So if you're interested, so I called, hi Rog, I call this live stream Celebrating Small Victories, because right now I am celebrating a small victory. Uncultured Props and Film, hi there. Jess from Alaska, oh I really want to go to Alaska, that's a dream of mine. But let me just get straight to the point, okay? I have a curse, I would say, as a novelist, and I am extremely hung up in details. I want everything to be just right. So, and it's a kind of insanity, because if like one letter, one word, one comma should be changed, and the novel has gone to print, that gives me not only a bad day but a bad week. Okay, so yesterday I fell asleep because I had been working for many hours. I fell asleep in the sofa, and now I had two telephone numbers. I have one telephone for work related and so on, and I also had to get one only for family and close friends. And I had forgotten to call up the people, the company with the phone company, and ask them to hide my new telephone number, because I can't have a public telephone number. So I had forgotten, and of course I woke up a text message on my private phone, and there was some, I would like to say, jerk, but he meant good. I believe he meant good, and he just wrote, "There is an error in your novel, in your new novel," and so on and so on. So since that, I've had lots of stress, and it ruined my day and my night. I couldn't sleep much, and I was planning to postpone going through the book again, because one thing means that I can possibly, it can give me 2 weeks of extra work in a novel that has already been published, and understandably my publisher don't like that, of course. So it appeared that there was no error, no mistake. I don't know what this guy was talking about, and no mistake, nothing needs to be changed. It's perfect as it is. So that's a small victory, and I have what's this, energy drink to celebrate. Skål. And of course now my second telephone number is secret, is hidden again. Thank you, Jess. So this brings me actually to, and I'm going to delete this live stream, brings me onto I think the reason why I love making these YouTube videos. I do one thing, and I've done so from the start in all my videos. I try to keep them not perfect. I keep some error in every video. Even if I see it and I want to edit it out, I keep an error in every video. That's to keep myself sane, you know. So, and I do that so that I won't end up even Mjølner is imperfect. Thank you. You are very, very right about that. That got me thinking. Thank you for pointing that out. Yeah. Thank you. So yes, I keep an error in every video, and I will keep doing that. I will do that. That's to keep myself sane. And also these videos, you know, I can, you know, it's different than books, because it's more like, you know, I make 2 videos a week. I plan maybe I'll go up to 3, because I am getting faster at editing, hopefully better. Thank you. And I really love doing this, and it's my guilty pleasure. That's what I do. Is I write early in the morning, and what I think is that if I and I have the chief editor here in Norway with me on this one, actually. My job is not to answer emails, and my job is not to get stressed by all the stress and all, you know, I need to protect myself. So my job is to write, and I am mentally working on handing over more of the work that the publisher is a publisher responsibility, okay, to the publisher, my Norwegian publisher. It's a very good publisher, and so, but I'm a control freak, so I'm working on this. Okay, so when my point is, when I've written 1,000 words, I can then go out in the woods. That's what I'm thinking. So I could do that every day. I could do a daily video, because I love being out in the woods. I also love using my camera and you know, looking for motifs and so on. So yeah. Well, thank you, Jess. Just don't stretch yourself too thin. No, that's also very important. Yes. Well, thank you, Michael Monster. Thank you. And yeah, so that's my guilty pleasure. It's not a hassle to make these videos. You might have noticed that I'm doing less overnighters out in the woods, and the reason for that is I have lots of obligations at home. I have kids. I have my partner, or I should say wife, because partner, that sounds like, you know, in Norway that means is same-sex relationship, actually. Well, thank you, Wendy. When I get out, oh, yes, she works a lot. She's a police attorney, so yeah, I have obligations at home, and at nights I'm very tired. I'm very tired. I spend most nights on the couch, actually. because I just fell asleep and I lie there like a dead body, basically. So yeah, happy wife means happy life. Yeah. She works a lot, and it's well, thank you. Yeah, patron. That's awesome. Thank you. Now, lots of criminals are around, you know, so there is never a lack of work for those police attorneys. So, yeah. Recon 1. I didn't get Recon 1 STBAT. Because of your videos, I moved out to the forest here and have left a lot of civilization behind. Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And I would like to answer to one of the questions about the Viking village. I have good news and bad news. The piece of land that I was hoping to get my hands on, I won't, because the owner was apparently not interested in any buildings there. So so that's out of the question. So now I will have to try to find. Ideally, I have set my eyes on a field up here, but we'll see. It's a bit tricky to find land here because, yeah, it's just a bit tricky. But I'll get there. The good news is that what I mentioned in the last live stream, a TV production company is well, probably interested in doing this. So that means, of course, if this can be kept authentic, you know, if it can be kept authentic, I will probably say yes, and they will provide the land. So I'll keep you up to date on that development as well. Building a Viking settlement village on my own alone will take many years, so I think it's best to have, you know, like a team of people. Okay. Hi there. We'll meet at last, Bjorn the Barbarian. I got to go. Mom is calling. Yeah, well, if you build it, they will come. Yes, I'm sure. But now I want. Yeah, the problem is building it. Well, the challenge is building it. I have some plans about that. And my book's available in English. Well, I need my agent to secure to land. Yeah, joke. Of course, I need my agent to land a book deal with an English language publisher. You know, that's kind of what is needed now. Yeah, you should post these live chats on YouTube after. I always hate seeing that I missed one. Yes, well, I know. Yes, if I don't get trolls, if I don't get people talking about, you know, the non-family friendly things, then I will. But as soon as someone starts, and I will, this is a test, okay? As soon as someone starts typing in words that will be picked up by YouTube as non-family friendly, I will I will not keep this live stream because I don't want to risk that for my channel. Okay, so it only takes, yeah, I have some moderators, but they are asleep. Uncultured props and film moderator. Thank you. Yeah, so people don't think about that, you know. It's I need to keep the channel healthy, and I need to, you know, the friends of my son are subscribing to my channel. So there are things I won't say, and you know, I obviously I could tell you dirty jokes and stories from my crazy youth. It wasn't very crazy, but you know, you get my point there. But they will see it, they will hear it, and that's not very nice, you know. So, my jail monster. Have you ever thought about making a Viking style one-person tent? Yes, I have. That's on my notepad. You know, this notepad. Because the tents I do have, they are in you know, not Viking tents. We call them Viking tents, but they are really cotton canvas tents. So the reason why they are in cotton canvas is that sometimes we lend the tents to other people in the living history group, and I would hate to have, you know, a historically correct tent, you know, ruined or torn or anything like that. So yes, I would like to make a tent in wool, and experiment with you know, putting tar, you know, that not the thick kind of tar, but the tar that you get when you extract the tar from the wood, and putting that on the wool, so to waterproof it and work. Yes, so the answer is yes. I really want to do that, and yeah, save those stories for the campfire. Yes. Yeah, I tell them by the campfire. I do. Yes, I really want to go to Alaska, and I'll tell you why. It seems to me like a big free country, you know. It seems to me like a place where you can roam and the wilderness. It's just, you know, and also some of the first novels that I read was I read a lot when I was a kid, and I went down to the kiosk where they sold paperback books, you know, and I bought all the books, not all the books, but all the books for men, you know. And they had cowboy novels and Alaska novels. Actually, I think they were actually called the Alaska series or something like that. And they were all about, you know, hard, tough men in Alaska and northern Canada, and you know, so and that was made an impression on me when I was like, I guess I was maybe 13, 14, 15 maybe years, you know. I still have those novels. Yeah. So yes, animals on the Viking property. Yes, chicken, goats. You know, that's we the Living History Group and we hope to have a living village. You know, when I'm saying village, it's rather a forest farm, because we won't have a village right away. We will expand it hopefully, but the plan is to have someone living there at all times. So, and animals there as well. So some goats and chicken to start with. So it will, you know, maybe if we are like 10 people, we'll have shifts. So we'll have one day each, maybe. Yes, there are old breeds of these animals left. At least the sheep. And they keep some of those in western Norway, I think. Yeah. Just let me it popped up in my mind here, my fascination for North America. It's, I don't know why, but I've always been extremely fascinated by the I think it's the, and don't get me wrong, but it's the collision between the native cultures, plural, native cultures, and the Western cultures, and the interaction there. Of course, that ended in tragedy, okay? But the interaction, and I'm thinking about now the people from poor people from Europe came there, and some of them got, you know, what they got very close to the natives and started living like the natives, some of them, and that mix of culture and how they learned from each other and lived, you know, by the land. It's just very fascinating. And also I love what's it called, a forest not with pine trees but with leaf trees, this large forest with leaf trees, that kind of forest. I'm so fascinated by that. It's just awesome. And we don't have much deciduous forest. We don't have much of that here in Norway, so it's just something very exotic, maybe, to me. So, for instance, one of the movies I liked most is The Last of the The Last of the Mohicans. Is that the right pronunciation? It's very early. I'll have some more soda. The Last of the Mohicans. If there are any from that nation here, I'm sorry. Den siste mohikaner. I read the novel in Norwegian, and the movie is awesome. Yes. Yeah, and also about the channel. Yeah, if you want to send me things, don't go to Facebook. Don't go to Facebook, because many months ago I gave up opening the inbox, and also that you will have I risk having people there saying I've made some mistakes, errors in my novels. So I don't open the inbox, and something happened this summer, because my books just took off here in Norway, and it says 99 messages in the inbox. It always says that. So you can't reach me through Facebook, but you can send me emails. If you go to the info page on this channel, On this app on I have an iPhone. You can't see the email address there, but if you use a laptop, you'll see it. I don't know why. You can send me emails there. Yeah. Oh, this no. Well, it's another guilty pleasure. It's energy drink with caffeine and stuff. You know. Yes. I would like to get into cooking traditional Viking food. About me drinking alcohol, I don't, because it's not a good idea to go to head for the airport to plunder Constantinople again. We don't want that, no. Or any other disaster. We don't want that to happen again. So, yeah. What you're hearing now is me telling you rude stories from my past. Okay. Yes. There is a rainforest in Washington State, so I've gone there. It's beauty. Yeah, I would like to go there. Good morning, New York City. I've been to New York City, and I don't like cities, but I like New York City. I also liked Sydney when I went there. Yeah, well, thank you, Tony. I'm feeling that this will be one of the days when I just vanish into the woods behind me. Montana, oh, I want to go there as well. If I'm a pagan, well, thank you. Well, I'm a bit particular about those terms. I'm a heathen because that's more, to me, being a heathen is more, means being of the land, connected to the land, but pagan and heathen is used as the same word. But heathen, as far as I have been able to find out, heathen means comes from the word hede, which means inland moors, fields, moors, heden, the inland areas. Yeah, and I'm very much connected to the land. I would say I have become even more connected to the land during later years. The Canadian Arctic, yes. I think because of the weather here, it's the winters are very mild, and they have been for a few years. I think maybe I've gotten soft, maybe I'm not so good in the cold anymore because I don't get to practice it much. Yesterday I could open the door to the terrace. No, that's what's it called? Well, we have a large outside area where we have a little stair and the garden and so I opened the door, and so my dog could walk out and in as she wants to, because it was very warm, and it's the middle of February, so maybe I've gotten soft because it's so warm and mild. Well, thank you, Tony. What else? Yes, about chicken. Yeah. Yesterday also. Maybe yes, I did a lot of things yesterday. I got upset and wanted to. I need to do other things, other stuff. When I get upset. So I went. My neighbor is moving, and they have chickens. So I don't want him to kill all his chicken. So I thought maybe we'll start having chickens, and we'll have 3 eggs. So I went there. They were not home, but I'll ask them if they want to hand over their chickens and their rooster, is that the word, to me. Because I've always wanted chickens, and then I will feel a little bit more like self-sufficient, Chickens are easy and kind of fun. Yes, and those chickens, they are very large, big birds. So the reason I think is that because we have birds of prey, is that the word, and they sometimes here we have they go like this, and they take chicken and eat it. But those birds, those chickens are very big, so I don't think that will be possible. Yeah, and also there is this idea I have in my head. I haven't gotten into the prepping thing on my channel because I'm not a prepper. And also it's a bit, I think that's a bit like poking a hornet's nest, as they say. It's very political. I don't want this channel to get political. This is a channel for anyone who's interested in what I'm doing. Yes, see you later. But I live next to the sea. I don't fish, but I know how to fish. So if we have chickens, we have the sea there. We also have a stream going past our land. So that's my my naive idea that is that we would be self-sufficient with food and water in an emergency. Yeah, no, I'm not getting into prepper thing. I'm just saying that it would be nice to have chickens. I've always wanted to have chickens, and my son is interested in that as well. He loves animals. With chickens, you will have good fertilizer for a garden. Yeah, and also I need to drink something now. Every spring, I have this idea that I will grow vegetables and be healthy. I have no talent at all when it comes to that. I don't know what I'm doing, but I'm not doing the right thing, because last year I planted beans, and they grew. They were tiny, and then they died. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong. I'll try this year again, and I'll probably do some more research. So that's my plan. Yeah, lots of plans. Let me get okay. If raptors, yeah, are common bird chickens of any size, I know much to them. Okay. Yeah, we have foxes as well. I always see fox tracks up in the woods here. Yeah. Um, well, hi Eric. I was very inspired. Stoicism. Um, yes. Thank you. I am practicing Stoicism myself. It's quite recent in my life, but it's it has helped me, and it did help me, and it's helping me with this text message. But I still, my personal challenge is rage, because I don't get me wrong, I'm not getting violent and all that, but I get very angry when I feel it's just too much, and then I get more, then I get angry. That's my personal challenge. Another challenge is I feel grief easily, um, too easily, I guess. So practicing Stoicism, for me, Berserker Rage, it's good when you're a powerlifter and you are competing, but it's not so good in other, you know. So practicing Stoicism has helped me, and I think I'm not into the whole going to your death with a smile on your face thing. That's not me. But Stoicism doesn't have to be that, But the sentence that has helped me is, you don't have to feel everything. It's okay to just say, I don't have to feel this. I don't have to feel anything about this, And also, I'm saying to myself, let me just delay these emotions for 1 hour, and then after 1 hour, I might tell myself, okay, can I just delay this emotion until tomorrow? And of course, as time goes past, sometimes you need only a few hours, then those emotions, they cool down. So yeah. Let me see here. Carrots planted in sand when soil grows very big. Tasmania Silver Stacker, hi there. My Jill Monster will wish you the best, and same to you. Thank you. We have a problem here with cats. The cats, the neighbors' cats, they use my garden as a toilet, I'm afraid. So I can't. It's not nice to eat carrots that you pull out of that, So I need raised beds for. No, they're not feral. They are spoilt cats, but they like to use my garden as their toilet, Greenhouse also. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm going to build large raised beds, We also have snails, Are you a real mountain man? No, not at all. I live by the sea, so square foot method with raised beds. Yes, I have a project. I'm going to start probably next week already to build stuff. That's yeah. And I have my friends who are the vegan guys, the vegan couple with the rescue farm down the road. So I'll ask them, because they are very good at this. Well, they are farmers, so I'll ask them how to do it. Yeah. And also, I have to admit, it's a bit silly, but I don't like vegetables. I tell my kids, you have to eat your vegetables. Here it is. Hi there. So, yeah. Well, Barry, good night. You have to get up in a couple of hours to go to work. Well, thank you. Yes, before you all go to work, I just want to say that because of different circumstances, there will be 2 videos featuring a new knife now in a row. So I thought maybe that, well, I like potatoes, yes, I do. Yeah, 2 knife videos in a row. Well, the one on Saturday, you know, that video is really, it's lunch out in the woods. So, but there's a new knife there as well. So I was thinking maybe people think that I've gone a bit insane, and now I will go away from everything I've done and only do knife review videos. That got me thinking, and it's also an excuse actually to go out and film another video. So there will be a bonus video, probably on Friday, and then the forest lunch video with a knife on Saturday. So 3 videos this week, just because I want to. And I'll put a video without knife, focus on knives, in between those 2 knives. That's my plan. Yeah. Now the reason why I have 2 knife related videos in a row is that I promised the people with the knife. It's a knife I keep on my backpack, by the way. That's coming up on Saturday. So I promised them that I would upload that video on Saturday, coming Saturday. And also I got sent this awesome Puko knife from the Bushcraft store, and I'm so excited about that knife. You know, it's so just. Yeah, have you ever forged your own knife? Yes, I have actually, but it turned out that it's not very well. So, you know. And what happened with the knife you designed? Well, 2 things happened. First of all, the guy who made it. No, I was not very impressed by his ethics, to be honest. So, and also it took a long time, you know, a long time, many months. And I think my taste in knives have changed during, since I started on that project. I wouldn't go out in the woods with that kind of knife now, because now I'm more like a 3-tool guy, you know. I have a saw, I have an axe, I have a smaller knife. And that's, you know, seems to be what most bushcrafters prefer. And I think it's got to do with the terrain that you're in. Those you know, saw, axe, and a smaller knife, that seems to be very suitable for Scandinavian forests. But then again, you have. Well, thank you. But then again, you have other areas where keep bringing an axe is just foolish, and you have the one knife that can do it all method. So there are different ways to go about this, and that knife was, you know, the one knife can do it all concept. But I'm not into that right now. So yeah, and also I have to admit, there is this Puko knife is actually that I got from the Bushcraft store. It's right now it's very, very close to my ideal knife. Actually, it's very close. So it's like it's almost no point in designing a knife of my own right now. But that might change. I think your taste in knives changes as you know, go through your you move through your bushcraft journey. That was quite poetical. So yeah, and we love our knives. Yeah. Gary, Glastonbury, Wessex, England. I am going to England the first weekend of March, actually. Let's see. There's a and East Wind says there's nothing more honorable than being able to control your emotions, Bjorn. I feel you have a good mix with your videos, both your bushcraft videos and your others. Keep it up. Thank you. I'm in the market for a new knife, says Mikey, but who isn't? Yeah. Tasmania Silver Stacker, all the new video, I uploaded that last night. But are there large predators in Norway? Well, sadly, not many of them, because they are mostly killed. Okay, yes, just for those of you who just joined the live stream, celebrate your small victories or something. I think I called this live stream. So that was because I felt like celebrating, because I had last night, I work a lot, and yesterday I fell asleep in the couch in the middle of the day, and I woke up. I got a text message from someone who claimed that there was an error in my latest book. And being the way I am, that ruined my whole day and night, and I got up early and I was prepared to correct and check everything. And I did. No error at all, no mistake. I hadn't made any mistake. So, and that was a victory, of course. That set me free from extra work. So the reason why I got that text message is, I can't have my telephone numbers out in the public, and I made a mistake because I got a second telephone number just recently. That's just for family and friends, and I forgot to call up the phone company and ask them to hide my new telephone number. So this guy, he got hold of my telephone number. I can't have my telephone number out there. You never know. I've had people. I know this can sound a little bit. Don't take this wrong, but at this point I'm being recognized sometimes in out there in the street. And because of my novels, probably, so I thought that would, I worked for so long, and I thought that would be cool, but it's not really that cool. So, I had one. It's either that I look funny or that they know who recognize me. So that was also yesterday. Last night I was in the grocery shop, and there was this woman, middle-aged woman. She just stared at me, and that's when you don't know what to say. Why are you staring? It's So again, maybe I just look funny. I don't know. Yeah, just a troll. Yes, yes. Thorny bracken makes good boulder hedges. Okay, thank you. No matter what you do, there will always be a critic. We are only here for a short time. I don't have the time to bother with the negativity. Yeah, that's very good advice. Absolutely. And as I said, one of the main reasons why I love making YouTube videos is that it's different from writing books. I actually try to keep some imperfections, call it error if you like, in every video, just to keep myself sane. Well, thank you. Cherie, congratulations, happy birthday. Cheers. California, I've been to California, and I drove up to the big trees. Yeah, well, east wind, thank you. Now I need my agent to land a deal, book deal with an English language publisher. That seems to be what needs to happen now. It needs to happen, you know. So, but they are available in other languages. I have made a list, yes. Okay. You are not a tame man, your partner said a while back. You mean my partner? Did she say that? I can't remember. That if she did, that was nice of her. Have I said that? Well, the Saxon Tales by Bernard Cromwell. No, I haven't read them. They are very close to what I'm doing. That's why I haven't read them. Cornwall, yes, of course. We have those books in the house. And again, happy birthday, Cherie. Yeah. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to decide whether I'm going to write a little bit on my novel. That's the third novel in the Jomsviking series. I always do, you know, so I'm looking at the screen right now, so I'll probably go there and write my 1,000 words. And then I will be out in the woods. Yeah, I've decided I'll do that, and I'll make another video, a bonus video for tomorrow. My top-selling novel is Jomsviking, and it's a top-selling novel by not only mine, but it's in you know, nationally it's a top-selling novel. So it's kind of changed my life and my financial status. So that's what I'm going to do today. It's lovely weather. It's warm, and the sun will be up soon. So, yeah. What inspired me to write? I don't know. It's because I've always written. So I don't know. It's just something I always have done and always will do. Yeah, well, Cherie, again, congrats and cheers. Enjoy the birthday party and the cake. Yeah. Well, by the way, I hope you're noticing that I'm stepping up my game when it comes to bushcraft cooking. I'm not just eating burnt bacon anymore. It's getting better. Audiobooks, yes, in Norwegian and some other languages. And my lunch on in the video that's coming up on Saturday will be awesome. But here's a secret. It's dinner leftovers, so I didn't make that lunch. I'm just warming it up over the fire. Okay, that's all for now, and thanks for joining this live stream. Thanks a lot. I will consider keeping this live stream. Yes, I think I'll do that. Yeah, okay. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.